course it is. Well, that over there.
Alright, where's the friends list? There it is. We should be up and running.
Yes, we are.
Intro time.
Yeah. Hello!
Also the game's intro.
Yes, that too. I hit a button by accident. I am so sorry. I was trying to do something different. I'm so sorry, chat.
How'd that happen?
Trying to click on the tab for Discord, and however, I was too quick with my click, and it just hovered over disconnect whenever I clicked.
Uh-huh.
I get to act like my hair color every now and then, okay?
And on the screen is...
On the screen is...
Hijikata.
Okay, we get it, Idea Factory. You're the poster child. Shut the fuck up.
Hijikata is the poster child.
Okay, we got Hijikata as poster boy. We got Heisuke as perfect boy. And then Yamazaki as best boy.
Okita's favorite boy.
By the community. We got two different favorite boys. Idea Factory's favorite boy is Hijikata.
Yes.
Alright, so with this route, we are going to do Friends.
Yep! It's time to do a new one. Re-enter my name. No, because I don't know how to spell it. Yeah. This is a work of fiction.
It's entirely coincidental if there's anything that mirrors this in real life.
Want to skip the prologue? Yes.
Yes. Maybe for the last episode, for the last story, we'll do this.
For
we'll do the
Yamazaki.
prologue. Yeah, for Yamazaki, we'll do the prologue.
We'll do everything! And then we'll do all the stories!
Yeah.
And then eventually we'll go and do Reimei Roku, at least the one chapter that's translated, which is Hijikata.
Because of course it is.
I need to go and ask permission for them and like, can I use this? Can I use this for funds?
Yeah, sure. Knock yourself. Who is this girl?
June! As the calendar turned to the next page, we switched to our summer uniforms. I had been so desperate to get used to high school life that April and May had just flown by. We got mail.
Oh.
Already. Well, we haven't even picked anything yet, and already.
The game knows.
Oh, shit on me.
I think you might kind of understand this already, but when Cosma says bride, he's being serious about finding a wife, you know? That's why giving him a serious answer for when he asks is real tough for you now. Be careful.
Uh,
I,
I
I
don't
try to
remember.
remember. I just remembered that it was the wrong one.
Which one?
I think it was you're right. I will be careful what we didn't choose.
So we're going with the bottom one.
I think so.
Let's see. Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah, you should do that because if you trip up in your answer, he'll just get carried away. Please.
Ah. Anyway. Lately, I think I finally made a place for myself at Hakuoki Academy. Of course, it was a school full of boys, so I still felt a little left out. But thanks to how reliable my friends and teachers were, I was living a fulfilling life at school. I said the words opposite. 2 months had passed since I began high school. It was a clear and sunny June morning. When I arrived at school, things felt off from the moment I entered the building. Just after I climbed the stairs and turned onto the landing. Ah!
Yes, boy!
Hi.
Oh,
I collided with someone rushing around the corner and ended up falling on my butt.
uh,
Ow.
Yukimura? Sorry. I told you not to rush, Yamazaki. Are you alright, Yukimura?
I looked up and saw 2 faces I recognized. Saito-san was holding a textbook under one arm. He held out his hand to me. Yes, I'm alright. I grabbed his hand, trying not to overthink it, so he could pull me upright. Thank you for that. I'm sorry, Yamazaki-san. I wasn't being careful. As I bowed deeply to the 2 of them, I noticed a second-year textbook had fallen to the floor. Isn't this your textbook, Yamazaki-san?
Oh, did I drop it? I didn't notice. Thanks.
Something was off. Yamazaki-san's eyes had kind of a glazed look with noticeable dark circles beneath them. Saito-san looked unusually tired too. This seemed...
I have no idea at this point.
Are you not getting enough sleep?
Oh.
You look tired. Are you getting enough sleep?
Well, that's just how it is right now. It's no big deal. Right. The real struggle will begin in a week or so.
Huh? They smiled bitterly and then turned away, as they did. Their gait seemed uneven. They had said it wasn't a big deal, but it certainly didn't look that way. I wonder if they're okay. I was getting more and more worried, but I didn't have much time left before homeroom. I hurried off to my classroom without saying anything else. Since I had arrived that morning, the sound of students chattering filled the hallways. The hallway outside the classrooms was especially lively, maybe because classes hadn't started yet. I'd gotten to know my classmates over the last 2 months and exchanged greetings with them as I headed to our classroom. On the way, I spotted a couple of familiar faces in the distance and suddenly stopped in my tracks.
Oh, hey!
Heisuke and Okta. They were both second years. Why were they waiting by a first-year classroom? It would be time for homeroom soon.
Again, I have no idea since we're not going for a dedicated person this time, I think.
Leave them alone.
Oh.
The morning bell would probably ring soon. I wouldn't want to make Heisuke and Okita late by stopping them for a chat. I heard those two often ran late. Of course they do! You're often late with them! I'll leave them be. I decided to watch them go on their way, passing up the chance to speak with them. After entering my classroom, I took out my textbook and notebook, getting ready for the day's lessons. The bell rang as soon as I'd finished, and the door opened right after.
Alright, guys, take your seats. Homeroom starting.
Everyone rushed to their seats as Harada-sensei came in.
Oh, hi. Stand. Bow. Oh, alright. Oh, hi. Oh.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Alright, time for attendance. At least that's what I'd normally say, but it appears that everyone's here, so raise your hand if you happen not to be.
You can't raise your hand if you're not here.
It still makes me laugh.
Every time? Really?
Yes. Every time he says, yeah, just raise your hand if you happen to not be here.
Meanwhile, I feel exactly as Ibuki does. Ibuki sounded exasperated as he spoke. I laughed a little despite myself. Harada-sensei sometimes joked around like that during class. He really was a friendly, kind teacher.
Now then, you all started school 2 months ago, and it's now June. This being the case, though you might already know this, but our school's midterm tests start in 2 weeks. Make sure to study thoroughly, you guys. Put up your feet, slack off, and who knows what horrors you might be tempting.
Harada-sensei smirked as if he knew something we didn't. Horrors?
Oh yeah, if you're thinking this will be the same as the test back in middle school, well, you're in for a bad time. As you all know, Hakuo Academy has a teacher who's much more passionate about education compared to other schools.
Passionate about education, meaning...
Hijikata!
It's Hijikata-sensei, isn't it?
I just said that, you dog!
God damn it. Mage!
Hi, Mage!
Hi!
Yeah, we've been going for about 10 minutes now.
12.
Alright, well, so it goes. Following a certain teacher's suggestion, there will be penalties for students who get low scores.
What, mage what?
I am a dog. What? Those scoring less than 50% in subjects will receive a special homework assignment and must clean all the school's windows.
The more Harada-sensei explained, the paler everyone in class went.
30% or less lands you with cleaning the corridors on top of the additional homework. And below that, punishments get extra special.
Special meaning?
Below 20 means doing a problem set, weeding the schoolyard, and a week of additional classes. Wait, seriously?
What?
The South Vietnamese currency is also known as a dong?
I did not know that. To be fair, I didn't know what the currency was. So.
Wow.
Anyway, what?
Sorry, but it's already set in stone. You don't like it? Then study like there's no mañana. I don't think anybody here should get lower than 50%. You got nothing to fear if you study, right? Still don't know why they made him Scottish.
Was that Scottish to you?
No, in the anime.
I know. Was that Scottish to you? His second voice actor?
Yes.
I don't know what it sounded to me, but it didn't sound Scottish.
It sounded like Scottish to me.
It didn't sound like it to me. I don't know what he sounded like, but something. It's also a resonant sound of a large bell. Oh, well, yes.
I mean, ding dong, yeah.
Yeah. I recall what had happened that morning while listening to Harada Sensei.
I am worth 0.00004 United States dollar.
What the fuck?
That is reasonably cheap.
That probably explained the state that Saito-san and Yamazaki-san were in. I know it's happening.
I didn't mind studying, but I didn't love it so much that I'd subject myself to doing the extra homework.
Thank you. What? What do you do to me if I got stuck in supplementary classes?
You don't want to know.
Ibuki's face was drained of all color as he hung his head. This was going to be difficult. I should brace myself. The midterm tests would begin the week after next. I had thought that June's hardships were over, but the real battle was lurking just around the corner. Well... Jesus. That's really low, Mage.
Wow!
Yeah. All the meal sets had such big portions, so I was full before I even realized it. I started heading back to my classroom before lunch ended. I was walking down the hallway
Feeling content.
when the yawns are catching up to me. I'm sorry. Your expression's even dopier than usual, Chizuru.
Oh no.
I looked back in confusion to see Kaoru and Saito-san standing side by side.
It's brother dearest.
That's how much 415 is? Wow.
The 415 is... Wow. Who wants to go take over South Vietnam?
Nope.
Oh, come on.
Wait.
It'll be easy. I got the money for it. Literally.
Nope. Jesus Christ. Hello, Saito-san and Kaoru.
My phone finally caught up.
Oh, polite as ever. Though the way you worded it made it sound like you mentioned me as an afterthought.
Because you are an afterthought, you twerp.
I didn't mean it like that, but, was I really making such a weird face? An unbearably airheaded one. Honestly, I'm saying this as your brother. It was a sorry sight.
Yukimura, I wouldn't worry about it. Nagamo's putting it a bit too harshly.
You think so?
I do. I haven't thought anything of the sort about your face even once throughout the whole day. If I had to put it into words, I'd say you were looking remarkably content just now.
That's a pretty mild way to put it. Just tell it to her straight. Her face looked like the lights were on, but nobody was home.
You're no prize yourself. That's not true. Even if she looked somewhat inattentive, nonetheless.
I just couldn't keep my composure as he kept exchanging comments on what sort of face I had been making. I spoke up, hoping to change the subject. More importantly, have you gotten close with Saito-san, Kaoru? You're hanging out during lunch and everything. Kaoru wasn't a people person by any stretch. No shit. So I was glad he got on with such a nice senior. Yeah, about that! But then he snorted at my relief. That's rich. Do me a favor and don't assume what I must be getting up to. It's none of your business. What? I'm not all buddy-buddy with this guy, okay? Not now, and not never. If I didn't have tedious work to do for the disciplinary committee again today, I'd have zero reason to spend time with him. Hey now! You'll offend Saito-san if you keep talking like that. Before Kaoru could respond to my reprimand, Saito-san shook his head.
I appreciate your concern, but you don't need to worry about it.
Saito-san.
He's always like this.
It was like he could only resign himself to the idea that even remarking on it would be pointless. And in the end, there was no avoiding that Kaoru was just younger than him. I still thought that Kaoru's attitude was a problem, but what could I do about it? So, no guesses?
Question. No.
The answer is, I'm gonna have to fight with myself.
Oh no.
Let's go. Kaoru, you shouldn't take advantage of Sato-san's kindness like this. Even if you wouldn't like other people talking about you the way you have been... Wait, what? Even you wouldn't like other people talking about you the way you have been about him, right? Kaoru's eyes widened with surprise, but he wouldn't back down. Far from it. Uh-oh. Like I care. If we're talking about who has the bigger issues here, you've got it worse than I do. Me? Kaoru barreled on without pause. You should be aware of our disciplinary measures. Are you preparing for your tests like you should? I'm going to. From now on... Let's not even mention the number of oddballs that hang around you. If you don't get your act together...
Nagamo, Yukimura's not a child. There's no need to nitpick her this much.
Would the bystander mind staying out of this? We're siblings and this is a family matter.
Not directly related, though.
Eh?
They're not directly related in this either, right?
No, they are. They're twins.
Oh!
They're twins. They just live in different households.
Oh, why?
They're always twins. Even though Saito-san had offered me a lifeline, Kaoru just kept on going. I couldn't get a word in edgewise. With the way he was carrying on, it felt like he was going to drag this out to no end. But...
I think you're gonna concede to his criticism.
Well, this one says, accept his criticism, so...
Yeah,
yes.
that's what concede to his criticism.
Okay, making absolutely sure. You're right. My shoulders drooped a little. You're only saying all this to me because you can tell how helpless I am. That's not... Thanks. I'll try to do better from now on, so that you won't have to worry about me.
He's probably just like thinking, what the fuck? I was directly insulting her and she's just taking it as constructive criticism?
Even though I was in low spirits from all his criticism, I plastered a smile on my face, trying my best to not look so pathetic. No, I mean, I was also a bit out of line with what I was saying. I have never seen Kaoru blush.
Yes.
What?
I like it. I absolutely do. This, yeah. Yeah, become more human, you demon child.
Become more human, you brat.
No, demon child works so much better.
Okay, fine, demon child it is then.
Because he was in the other story.
I can't understand how you can always find a bright side to things.
Learn to lighten up!
Kaoru was mumbling. I could only stare open-mouthed at him.
Don't worry, Yukimura.
Saito-san spoke up, choosing his words carefully.
You've done nothing. It's just Nagamo has trouble with being honest, so... Don't worry about it, and head to class. Lunchtime is nearly over.
Right. I told Saito-san I'd be heading off and hurry to my classroom. Whee! Also, I just noticed in parentheses of this walkthrough it says friends route, girls.
Oh, so it's the girls!
It's the girls! Then, as the days went by, the older students who already knew how severe the penalties were grew more and more desperate. We got mail.
Yeah, we do.
We got mail. It's Kaoru.
He wants to apologize.
Yeah, that'll be the day. Chizuru, I feel like I may have gone too far earlier. I mean, you listen to people too much. One of these days, you'll get scammed and not even notice. Really, that's where you're going with this.
I'm a dealer's choice.
Tell me when to stop! Feh. I guess we'll go with that one.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Meek? Try idiotic. You're foolishly honest. Seeing that makes me nervous as your older brother. Alright. Seeing them made us first years grow more anxious as well. Oh, you know what I haven't done?
What?
Post this on Tumblr. Hold on. 1 second. Where is it? Give me 1 second.
Chat.
Ba, 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 ba. There we go. Okay. Let us continue on. Seeing them made us first years grow more anxious as well, as my controller falls out of my hands and onto my keyboard. The strange tension that enveloped Hakuoki Academy just kept growing stronger. And then 7 days until the midterm test. Until midterms.
Yeah.
We've been studying for our test day after day. Harada Sensei scanned the class from his podium, seeing how exhausted we all looked, and grinned.
Looking good, you guys. Looks like you lot finally understand how harsh our tests are.
What does he mean, looking good? This is just agony.
Hey, don't say that. It's not like I don't get what you're going through. Just think of this as a rite of passage. This is what you signed up for when you enrolled into Hakuoki Academy. There's no turning back now. Anyway, just do your best.
What he said was absolutely correct. Everyone lost the will to argue and fell silent. 6 days until midterms. That day, I ran into Kazuma in the corridor unexpectedly. Naturally, I'm a giddy and should have knew we were shadowing him all the while.
Ah, cheese it is. Less than a week remains until testing begins. Are you studying properly?
I am. I'm working at my own pace, but it's going fairly well, I think. I could have
Ah,
asked him how he was doing, but had the distinct feeling that I didn't need to. Sorry, I'm seeing him in the chair, and all I can think of is that one goddamn episode we saw of the live action. And that fucking room! Just filled with pictures of Chizuru from God knows where! On all over the walls!
I have money and I have resources. Why shouldn't I spend to use them? Ah, I have money and resources. Why shouldn't I use them to get what I want?
Ah, mage. You probably know what it is.
Well, look on the bright side. You know when you're supposed to say, look on the follow up on the bright side. I know. Yeah, that was during the Chorus trilogy.
My yes. It looked like the very picture of calm, but with a self-satisfied smile spread across his face. Mm.
The way that these students grow so flustered over mere high school tests is truly unsightly. Don't you think so?
I,
No. No, because high school students are bound to freak out over high school tests. You might say it's unsightly, I say it's just normal. Kazuma, if we do not depart soon, you'll be late for your next lesson. Ah, whether or not I attend any classes, there's not a single thing the test will cover that I won't understand. But, very well, let us do the teachers a favor and go for today. And with that, I bid you farewell, my petit chauffeur.
every fucking time.
Let's face it, I get like I see a shittier version of senpai here.
Eh?
You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh! Is it Tamaki?
Tamaki, yes.
It's Tamaki, of course.
I see a shittier version of Tamaki with Kazuma
Kazuma.
here.
Oh yeah, the music totally doesn't give that vibe at all. No, none whatsoever.
I actually picked up a blank book and used it as a prop because obviously due to the photo. And hang on.
What?
Yeah, it works
What works?
because the Discord people lights up. I don't know, but if there's one, you should definitely look at it.
Oh. Anyway, I was left standing alone in the hallway, overwhelmed as Cosmo swaggered off with an arrogant look on his face.
Um, 5 days until midterms.
Ohio, Sato-san.
Miyukimura, Ohio.
You still have disciplinary committee work in the mornings, even though we only have 5 days until our midterms? I feel like that really should be a question and not a statement. That must be rough for you.
No. It's important to accumulate knowledge on a regular basis in order to study properly. So I see no point in panicking just before a test.
Just what you'd expect from Saito-san.
However, all the reports and culture clubs ought to have suspended their activities for the tests. I think it's from the New Republic Lieutenant crew.
Ow.
Since Heisuke's not with you, he must be late. One strike for him.
No, he's on class cleaning duty this morning, so he must have arrived before me.
Come to think of it, he might have passed by here a short while ago.
When I look at Saito-san more closely, I could see the dark bags hanging underneath his eyes. On the surface, he looked as dignified as ever, but his grip on his pen looked a little shaky. Perhaps he was staying up late studying too. 4
4
days.
days until the midterms.
It's our favorite boy.
God.
I was studying in my room on Saturday when my cell phone suddenly rang. Okita? Also, by the way, I know Tutor is supposed to say Okita-san, but I'm sticking with Okita.
Yeah, that's fair.
Man doesn't deserve a san. A message with a
Because
picture.
as we all know,
Fuck you, Okita. A message with a picture attached, as usual. Let's have a look. He was making a peace sign at the camera with some puzzling-looking plushie hanging from his hand.
I won a toy that I think you'd like. I'll give it to you in your classroom soon.
What kind of taste did he think I had? Moreover, I can't think of anyone else who'd mess around like this before a test, even if it is a Saturday. Look at him acting like a hotshot.
3 days until midterm tests.
Were you about to say 5?
Yeah.
Oh boy! Sunday morning! I decided to do a little sweeping by my front door just as a change of pace. That was when I saw Heisuke stumbling onto the road. Heisuke? Are you okay?
Jesus.
The dark bags beneath his eyes were something else. His hollow stare was devoid of life. He looked so exhausted that he couldn't even walk straight.
I'm on the verge of falling asleep, so I'm running a lap around the block. Let's stay awake.
But if you don't sleep a little, you won't last until the test.
No, not the study yet. I'm totally fucking.
Discord didn't like that.
No, I'm not done studying yet. I'm totally gonna flunk it. Stop me, Chizuru. Don't try to stop me. I can't die yet.
Wait, Heisuke! A whole lap around the block is obviously way too much to... I tried to stop him, and he'd already ran off.
He's gone. He's all gone.
He is gone. He turned a corner. I could only pray for his safety as I watched him stagger off in zigzags down the road.
About 2 days until midterms.
Recess time. I had gathered the printouts from my class and brought them to the staff room. Hijikata-sensei looked especially annoyed and sighed deeply. He looked no better than the students, just as exhausted by the pre-test frenzy. Is something wrong, Hijikata-sensei?
Those guys are so tired from cramming that they slept right through my classes. Because of them, I scream my lungs out at them every morning, every time. Classes are a key part of test preparations. Their priorities are all backwards.
I see you've been hard at work too. I was pretty sure they were pulling multiple all-nighters studying because they feared prospects of being penalized. Though... But I got where Hijikata-sensei was coming from, so I couldn't help but smile dryly at that.
At last, the day before the midterms.
Finally, it's tomorrow!
Hey!
At the end of the school day, while I was putting away my textbooks, I glanced sideways. Ibuki sat there engrossed in his studies and showing no signs of going home. Ibuki, aren't you going home? I I'd have no time to study if I did, since Serizawa-san's there. Ibuki often mentioned that name when we spoke. It seemed like he didn't get along with this Serizawa-san person. He looked like he'd been driven into a corner, so I made sure to show him a smile. Best of luck. You too. He gave me a little smile and then dove back into his textbooks, as if he were clinging onto his desk for dear life. And this is why Ibuki is now my second son. At that moment, I noticed my phone vibrating in my pocket and pulled it out. A message notification popped up on my screen. Oh, it's from Osen. Osen is my friend who attends Shimabara Girls High School, which wasn't too far away from my academy. Shizuru, are you going to be okay for the tests? I can't take it anymore. I just want to run away at this rate. But after we get through midterms, we definitely need to hang out. I see. They're having midterms right now, too. Shimabara is a sister school to Hakuo, come to think of it. I will survive with your moral support, Chizuru-chan. Jeez, Olsen. Having read her message, I decided to reply right away. What should I write?
I think it's looking forward to it, since this is about the girlfriends.
It is indeed looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Send. The way I saw it, it was easier to persevere when there's a prize waiting for you after all the struggle. After a while after I hit send, Osen replied, Definitely, let's both do our best. I could feel my motivation grow with Osen cheering for me. Well, I should go over my notes one last time before the test. I finished getting ready and grabbed my bag to leave the classroom. Hey! It's a best boy.
Yeah.
Halfway to the student entrance, I heard footsteps coming from the hallway and looked up. Oh, Yamazaki-san. He didn't even spare me a glance when I called out to him, looking horribly panicked as he dashed past. He looked completely flustered. Did something happen to him? As I tilted my head questioningly, my eyes unintentionally caught on a fountain pen rolling across the floor.
He dropped it.
Did Yamazaki-san drop this? Let me see.
Probably. Go and give it to him? Or, I don't know.
Return it tomorrow. That's what it says. I swear, I'm not... I should visit him in his classroom tomorrow. Even if I chased him without knowing his whereabouts, I might just end up going the wrong way. Just as I was thinking that. Yamazaki-san! My eyes widened in surprise when I saw Yamazaki-san coming back my way.
Oh, Yukimura, did you spot a fountain pen around here by any chance?
Are you talking about this? It fell on the floor over there.
Oh, that's it! Thank you! Oh, you saved my life! And he's got...
After Yamazaki-san took the fountain pen from me, he sped off in a fluster right after. Bye, best boy. We'll get to you later.
Yeah.
Was it that important to him? Even as that weighed on my mind, I went towards the entrance. Whee! I mean, whoosh!
Whoosh.
After that, the school was quieter than usual, just as I walked out the school gates. I saw a familiar face. We have to go through this every time.
Yeah.
That's... Never mind! Sorry for my surprise, but this is different.
Yeah, it is. Is it gonna be like this when we do Yamazaki's route? I wonder.
I have done almost all the way through Yamazaki, and I don't think so. We triggered something, obviously. Yeah, Chizuru. Oh, Kaoru. You've been studying properly, right? Make sure you don't embarrass me. As soon as I bumped into Kaoru, he threw snide remarks my way without preamble. That annoyed me, unsurprisingly. So I shot a reply right back at him. Ah, the siblings are fighting! The siblings are fighting!
Yeah, yes, yes.
How about you, Kaoru? Will you be alright with how strict the penalties are? I'm not the same as you. I actually study every day. If you attend classes properly every day, there'd be no need to panic this late in the game.
Game? Also, studying every day sounds exhausting.
Kaoru would, though, let's be fair. I pity the people who I see doing last-minute cramming right before the test. Hey, what's with that shady smile? What are you up to? Nothing. I just thought it was surprising. Surprising? It looks like you've always treated classes more seriously than I thought you did. It makes me kind of happy to hear. It's nothing for you to be happy about. The moment he heard what I said, he turned away. I could tell from the side that he looked a little shy. He could never just be honest, could he? Anyway, even if you mess up, just don't get caught up in any of those penalties. Right back at you. The thought came a little late, but walking with Kaoru could be kind of fun as well. As I was thinking to myself about our exchange, I passed through the school gate. Fade to black. Finally, it was test day.
Yeah.
It was time for the real thing at last. I'd studied as much as I was able to, but I still felt a bit anxious. I felt nervous as I passed through the school gate. Da da da. The test had finally started. Too bad we don't get two of the same line there. Unlike the party was starting. I'd answer all the questions I could and do my very best on all the other ones. Are we prepared? Let's go. What are our questions? Pick the one who isn't a demon. Oh, it's Matsumoto Sensei. D.
Yeah.
What about Harada?
What? Well, Harada bragged about
His
stomach.
What? Oh, doodle. It's a face. It's a face. It's a face. It's a face. No one can forget that scene. A human face. A human face. It should be. Yeah. Next. The temperature at which a
solid becomes a liquid.
turns into
a
a
liquid.
liquid.
Let's see.
Is
32
called.
degrees. Oh,
It's
the
called
freezing
its
point. Melting point.
melting point or boiling. No, wait, no, yeah, melting point.
Boiling point is when it goes from
Yeah, yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah.
So
The
yeah,
other one.
melting point.
Oh God. See, come back here. See. There we go.
Because freezing point is for
The opposite.
yeah.
Da, da, da. Which is not a synonym.
Synonym.
I know. Of right. Ha. Correct. Just starboard side. Privilege.
Privilege. Because correct, starboard refers to the right side of a ship.
I know. Oh God. See, what are you doing? Wait.
No!
No.
I should know this because Grandpa was a sailor.
Who came to Kagoshima in 1549 and introduced Christianity
Christianity.
to
To
Japan.
Japan.
Oh no, we had this last time. It's one of the Xaviers. I don't know what Xavier it is. Jesuit or Jesuit? I remember it's one of the Xaviers. Jesuit or Jesuit? A or C?
Saint Francis Xavier.
Yeah, that doesn't help. There's two Xaviers. The Jesuit Xavier, the Jesuit Xavier. Z or S?
S.
S?
So C.
Alright, what's the C? Become a phys-
Stood there.
I'm scared. That scared me. Oh, you passed. Right, I think I did well. I felt I could avoid all the penalties with this. I got through the test one way or another and let out a long sigh of relief. Then, several days later, yes! I saw the test results posted in the hallway and the tension in my shoulders were replaced by relief. Kaoru looked at the same notice board from beside me and shrugged his shoulders. Well, that's how it is. You did pretty well on your first test.
Yukimura. Nagamo. How'd your first midterm test go?
Oh, Yamazaki-san. Yamazaki also looked relieved as he called out to us. I could tell he had probably gotten a good grade, because it's Yamazaki.
Yeah.
It was fine. Fortunately, I was able to get through mine without issue. Only idiots would get penalized from questions as easy as those were. Come on. Why don't you just be honest instead of saying things like that?
Carelessness makes for a powerful enemy, Nagamo.
That's Simon.
You are in high school. Unfortunate as it may be, there will be many times where you have to study. Right. The scope of these tests are still narrow for you lot.
Sanan-sensei. Nagakura-sensei, too.
So,
Nagakura sensei had shown up, laughing and wearing a grin on his face.
I say that, but don't worry. Us teachers are allies to hardworking students, after all. Goddamn himbo energy.
Nagakura sensei clapped Kaoru's shoulder with a few smacks, making Kaoru pull a face. Yamazaki was keeping an eye on Sanan sensei. That makes sense. With so many of my teachers and seniors around me, I swore to myself that I'd do even better. Da 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 da. The tests were over and the results had been announced. We got mail. Okita? What do you want, Soji?
It's Okita. I do have a question for you. Who do you think's the strongest at the Kendo Club? No need to be polite, just answer honestly.
Kondo?
Kondo
Kondo?
Sensei?
Let's see. Yes.
Hey.
It's Okita. Even in this reality, he still has a fondness for Kondo-san.
That didn't even occur to me. Yeah, I guess there's the technical advisor. The advisor of a club is technically a part of it, so in that sense, your answer is correct. Even all of us are together are no match for Kondo Sensei.
Yeah, I mean, that one scene, holy. The tension on campus was gradually dissipating, and everything was going back to normal. After school, once the test results were announced, while I was trying to leave through the student exit and go back home. Here it is. Here's the scene. Was that Kondo Sensei just now? He had gone around the back of the school when I saw that. When I saw that, I stopped walking. There wasn't anything over there, so where was he going? I thought it was kind of mysterious, and so, egged on by my curiosity, I jogged after him. Whoosh! I went deeper behind the school. I'd never set foot back there before. The moment I caught up to Kondo-sensei, he stopped in his tracks. What was this place? Towering in front of me was an old gate, and my eyes widened. To think there was something like this here, right on campus.
Yukimura, how come you're here?
I'm sorry, I saw you heading this way, and my curiosity got the better of me.
Ah, so that's what it is.
Kondo-sensei gave me an understanding smile, and he turned his gaze back towards the gate. The old wooden door was shut tight, looking like it hadn't been opened in a long time.
Where's my crowbar?
Nah, you going Freeman on me? It had been 2 months since I began studying at Hakuoki Academy, but I never knew this was here until now. Kondo-sensei, what is this place?
PA Hall.
Eh?
That's what it was called, at least. There used to be a swordplay dojo here by that name.
Used to be?
Hey, as you can see, it's closed now, so no students go here. No one goes here. But I've no doubt that the teachings of this dojo are still being passed down. That's what I believe.
There was this look in his eyes, almost as if he were dwelling in a time far removed from the present. I got the feeling that this must have been a very important place to Kondo-sensei. Sir, where have you gone?
I'm right here. Sorry. I always come here whenever I want to return to my roots. This place, Shie Hall, is Hakuoki's starting point.
Kondo-sensei fondly rested his hand on the place I figured the sign must have once hung, and his eyes closed in nostalgia. Shie Hall. I mouthed the words to myself, tested the way they felt. That name. I felt like I heard it before. Kondo-sensei studied me as I thought about it. He smiled as he began to speak once more.
Yukimura? It looks like the sun is about to set. Don't you think it's time for you to head home?
Oh, right. That's true. It's already so late.
By the way, I heard from Toshi. Looks like you got some magnificent grades this time around.
Hijikata-sensei said that?
Aye. You're the most talented woman in the history of Hakuo Academy. It is truly magnificent.
Thank you very much. Kondo-sensei's cheerful words didn't contain a single lie nor a hint of flattery within them. He made that casual remark as we were walking away, and it made me feel a bit embarrassed.
It's a student's duty to study hard, so it's a student's duty to study, so I want you to continue trying your hardest. And hush. But of course, just being in your study. If you have fun living your everyday life at Hakuo Academy, well then, that would make me very happy as your principal.
Hey! I returned his nod as he smiled, and then glanced back at Shie Hall just once. He had called it the school's starting point. What did that mean? Questions along those lines came to mind, and I couldn't help but wonder at such a mystery. Anyway, I would do my best from here on out. I smiled in high spirits. What? Oh no.
Ah, yes.
Oh shit, we have a button!
Yeah.
Are we actually going to reach there is the question. The day is
If we do, yeah, if we do, then it'd be amazing.
The days passed in the blink of an eye. Our first term had ended and it was already August. In other words, it was what everyone was waiting for, summer vacation.
Each episode!
One day in the height of summer, as I still continued to be attacked by cicadas, and they were vigorously droning on and on and on.
I'm pretty sure there were some outside today, too.
We got mail.
They weren't nearly that bad, but I'm pretty sure they were out there, like 2 of them. Or 3, I think.
Friends. Also,
Oh.
Chizuru, I was a little curious. Is there maybe someone in your school that makes it interesting for you?
I don't know.
10 minutes up.
You stopped for a second, I wonder, but yeah, I guess that works.
Why do you ask?
Hey!
Alright. Somehow it feels like talking about Hakuo Academy makes you happy. I was wondering if maybe there was something that makes school wait, what? I was wondering if maybe there was something about that school that makes it fun. Sorry. Don't worry about it.
Ozen, it's the reverse harem.
Fucking damn it. My friends had invited me to go shopping with them, and I arrived at the square in front of the station. Though I might have gotten here a little too early. I looked around as I waited at the appointed spot, but I didn't see my friends anywhere. It was only me and the shimmering heat haze rising from the asphalt under the afternoon sun. What should I do? As I murmured to myself and reached for the phone in my pocket.
Hey, what's up there, little lady? Why don't we find ourselves a cafe to hang in if you're free?
Wow, Discord really didn't like you.
And hey, wait up there, little lady. Why don't we find ourselves a cafe to hang in if you're free?
That works, I suppose. What? I suddenly heard someone and felt a tap on my shoulder.
Just messing with you. Thought you looked familiar. Turned out it was you after all.
I knew it. It was the cicadas messing with your voice. I don't know why Discord does that. It has been doing that, and I have zero clue as to why. Shiranui? Boop.
What are you up to in a place like this? Thought maybe you must have been waiting for someone to hit on you, so I went ahead and called out to you.
Hit on? I did feel my heart skip a beat when I heard his voice.
Give us a rouse.
Give Shiranui the route he deserves! But when I realized it was someone I knew, I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. I'm just waiting for my friends. Are you by yourself today, Shiranui?
I thought I'd go clothes shopping for a little bit. Can't take my time with Cosmo if Cosmo's around after all. Plus, Amagi's fashion sense is just too... well, you know, so it's no use asking him for an opinion. Going it alone is just easier.
The three of you certainly have different tastes when it comes to things like clothes.
Oh yeah, I like leather and silver accessories and stuff like that, but they just don't get it.
Seeing him give an over-the-top shrug, I found myself smiling naturally. Come to think of it, this might have actually been the first time I'd ever talked one-on-one with Shiranui. After we chatted for a while, he casually glanced at the time.
Oh, that's right. You said you were waiting for your buddies, didn't you?
Oh, right.
There's still some time left.
They'll be here soon, apparently. They should be arriving around now, but... I checked my phone again as I told him that, and just then...
Oh boy.
Hold it right there, you skirt chaser! How about you step away from my friend? A cutting voice echoed across the square. Oh, you're here.
Skirt chaser. You wouldn't be talking about me now, would ya?
Do you see anyone else around here? With your flashy clothes and that sort of vibe, you have to be some kind of pickup artist.
I prefer the term scoundrel, thank you very much.
What? Hang on a moment, you two. Osen and Kozusu, the friends who I'd been waiting for, rushed to stand between me and Shiranui in my defense. Despite being on the receiving end of their icy glares, Shiranui grinned my way, looking for all the world like he was enjoying himself. About that.
I guess so. That's what it looked like from afar, huh?
Osen, Kozusu, he's not really some skirt chaser.
Yeah, that's right, I'm a scoundrel. And even if I was one, should I invite all three of you out on a date?
What? His expression was entirely playful and teasing. He was clearly just trying to rile them up. But
it
but if he went and said something like that, Olsen and Kozasus wouldn't take it quietly. Terribly sorry to disappoint you, but we three are having a day out today, and it's girls only.
Oh, now you're looking real scary. I hear you loud and clear. No need to glare at me like that. Alright then. This nuisance will see himself out. See you later, ladies. Enjoy yourselves now.
Shiranui left us just like that, waving lazily with a smirk still on his face. You okay, Chizuru? You're a kind soul, so I figured you wouldn't be able to assert yourself so easily. But with those types, you need to make it loud and clear that you're not interested, you hear? They'll just take advantage of you if you show them your soft side. Well... In any case, I had to explain to them that he wasn't actually some pickup artist, but someone I knew from school. I sighed before I tried to explain to them, but it took a long time for them to accept my explanation. Still, it's been a long time. I'm so glad to see you. Both Olsen and I have extracurricular activities. I still can't say that word correctly. So it's really hard to make plans. It's easier now thanks to the summer holidays. Now that we're finally on vacation, I want to meet up as much as we can. Even every day if possible. Every day? If you just come to Shimabara High with us in the first place, we could see each other every day, you know? This girl is Sen Suzuka. Suzuka. She is my friend and a second year at Shimabara Girls High School, which is next to Hakuoki Academy. I call her Osen. She is about 1 year older than me and is very dependable. She also seems to really care about me. Even though she's the daughter of an important family, she isn't pretentious at all. She's a lovely person. And this girl is Kozusu Suzuka. She's a first year at Shimabara Girls High School, and I just called her Kozusu. Due to various circumstances, she lives with Osen's family. I guess she's her sister-in-law. I want to be more like her. She has good looks and a wonderful, straightforward personality. True. I told you to come to the same school as us so many times, too. Then you went and enrolled in Hakuoki Academy, which is full of boys. Well, it was her choice to make, so it makes sense we didn't have much of a say in it. Why don't we make the most of today, at least? We don't usually get to hang out after all. Let's enjoy ourselves to the fullest. I nodded in agreement and the two of them smiled happily. Then, first stop is shopping. We walked down the street as the group with Osen taking the lead. I need water because I'm acting this whole thing for like the next 10 minutes. If you haven't drink water.
Please.
You too, midget.
Oh, I've been drinking stuff, don't worry.
Stay right there, water bottle. We looked around various clothing stores. Though I chose my own clothes quickly, the other two took a long time. Somehow, I ended up getting caught up in their incredible momentum and tried on a bunch of clothes. It was a little tough, though. But even though spending time with girlfriends was a fun change of pace. My brain is egg. Even so, spending time with girlfriends was a fun change of pace. All the stores just have autumn clothes. We're still in the middle of summer. That's fine. It just means items are on sale. Look, this one's even 30% off. Both Olsen and Kozusu had brought a bunch of clothing and looked perfectly satisfied as they laughed with matching grins on their faces. As for me, I felt a little tired after trying on item after item. I don't know if you noticed, but it's already noon. I'm a little hungry too. How about we take a break? I'd like to sit down and take a breather myself. Then, let's rest here. Our regular fast food joint was packed with students taking shelter from the heat. We finished placing our orders and grabbed our respective trays before hurrying to our seats. We started up some easy small talk as I bit into my hamburger. What type of shoes would match the dress I bought earlier? How was the softball tournament at Shimabara? But soon enough. Summer is basically the season of love, right? It seems that Osen was aiming her questions straight at me. And I realized that her eyes were glittering with an intense curiosity as she stared at me. Hey, Chizuru-chan. You've been surrounded by guys at Hakuoki Academy since spring, so... have you found someone you like? The question was so sudden I almost spat out my orange juice. What a reaction. Could it be you have a boyfriend? Huh? You really have one? This conversation was going way too fast, but I was still choking on my juice. If you really have one, you absolutely have to introduce him to me. I'll scope him out for you. Same. I'll deal with him if he's a strange one, Chizuru-chan. There's no need for that. I don't have one. But it's your summer vacation. Don't you like the sound of a summer date? That's... A part of me did like the sound of that, but... Let's go find some swimsuits later, so we can go to the pool before break ends. Ah, that's a good idea. That'll be a prime opportunity to snatch up a good man. What?
Then!
The conversation progressed steadily without me, leaving me very confused, but... the grin of enjoyment that had appeared on Osen's face earlier only intensified. It's almost a kitty face. You know, I'd like to see you in a daring little bikini. I couldn't wear anything as revealing as that. I couldn't even. I flushed bright red and refused. Then Kozusu chimed in. Sen, I'm against it. I think a one-piece swimsuit would suit Chizuru-chan better. You think so? I didn't really know whether it would suit me or not, but I felt really grateful she suggested something more in my comfort zone. It makes you feel more like a refined lady when you boldly expose your back and... Wait, please, wait. Still a no? I think it's necessary to be adventurous at least some of the time. I'm not ready to go on that adventure yet. Well, why don't we go swimsuit shopping anyway? Everyone will want to go to the pool. It is summertime after all. I got the feeling an impending crisis loomed behind their smiles, but I firmly pushed that feeling aside. I'll choose a swimsuit by myself.
Thank you.
Upon hearing that, the two of them smiled cryptically for some reason. I felt very uneasy. Whoosh!
Whoosh.
After that, we left the restaurant and went shopping for swimsuits, but, how do I put it? All the designs recommended to me were the kind someone's older adult sister might wear. Where is Haruka when you need her?
Yeah.
In the end, I chose a swimsuit myself, like I said I would, but it was really hard. I had so much fun today. Thanks for hanging out with us, Chizuru-chan. Now that we've bought some cute swimsuits, we definitely need to go to the pool. Yeah. Now this is where you say, how about next Sunday? Sure, Sunday is fine. Great, then we'll see you next Sunday. I said bye to them there since my house was in the other direction. I was still... Why?
Because the house is in the other direction?
I guess. I was still looking forward to hanging out with them again, even though I knew Olsen had pushed me to say that. Da-da-da. The next day, I just looked ahead in the thingy, in the walkthrough. I'm gonna be very happy about this. And we continue to be attacked by cicadas. I'm off. I went out while announcing my departure out of habit, even though there was no one else at home. Outside, it was a summer day like any other. Almost too hot and not a cloud in the sky. Sure, no clouds in the sky, alright. Those are not clouds. That's cotton candy that's floating in the sky. I'll go return the book that I finished and then... Oh, that's right. I should do my homework after that. I was going to head to the school library. It stayed open even during summer vacation. I hadn't worn my school uniform in so long that the fabric made me feel itchy. The moment I passed through the school gate, I could hear cheerful, energetic voices coming from somewhere. I figured it was probably students cheering on their friends in some club activity. Oh, right. Didn't Heisuke and Okita mention they also had club activities going on during the summer? Yeah, there it is. I remembered how, before the break began, Heisuke told me I should pop in if I was free. I felt like seeing Heisuke and the others doing their best at kendo, but I wonder if I'd be bothering them if I went to visit all of a sudden. Which is it?
I became my BFF Jill.
Oh, Jesus. Stop by the kendo hall.
Ah, I see.
He did specifically tell me to go check it out. I decided to take a peek at the kendo hall. I'd head home right away if I was being a bother. Whoosh. As I walked down the passage, I saw someone I recognized coming from the kendo hall. I think it's konnichiwa. I think. Wait. Yeah, Ohayo, konnichiwa, konbanwa is the order, so konnichiwa, Ishikata-sensei.
Yukimura. お前、こんなところで何やってんだ?
Bump.
Yukimura, what are you doing here of all places?
He was flapping the collar of his shirt to let air in and cool off. His eyes wide open in surprise. I thought I'd come to study in the library today, but I was hoping to take a quick look at the kendo club before that as well. By the way, Hijikata-sensei, are you on your way back from coaching the kendo club?
Yeah, I just changed shifts with Kondo. The teacher has to supervise and take responsibility during club activities in case anything happens. There's a lot of particulars to it.
Kondo-sensei was the kendo club's advisor. But when he was absent, Hijikata-sensei often acted as the coach instead. I heard that Harada-sensei and Nagakura-sensei also each held a Dan rank, which was like a black belt in Kendo. Everyone agreed that Hakuo Academy's Kendo Club was a real powerhouse, just by their coaches alone.
Well, if you're going, then prepare yourself. You can feel the humidity in there. You stay too long, it'll knock you out.
Hijikata-sensei shrugged his shoulders and started walking off, but I called his name to stop him. Hijikata-sensei, where are you going?
Huh? Oh, the cafeteria. It's about time for Gen to prepare lunch for those guys. They still keep the cafeteria open even though we're on holiday. I have to go and help them after all.
Oh, then let me lend a hand as well. I offered my help, but Hijikata-sensei shook his head lightly.
I appreciate the sentiment. But even if there's not that much food to make for the staff, for the club members, it still takes a lot of time and physical labor.
When he said that, I said,
Help anyway?
sorry.
Uh...
My shoulders slumped at what Hijikata-sensei said.
Bum-ba-doom.
I'm sorry I can't help you. The truth was, I couldn't be of much help when it came to physical labor. If I just went ahead and tried to help anyway, I'd just get in the way more than anything.
Don't worry about it. It's not like you're the manager of the Kindle Club or anything.
Yeah, no, that'll open Pandora's box. Twice.
Besides, if you want to come see them, then come later. Their lunch break's about to start.
Hijikata-sensei spoke curtly and then left. I watched him go in silence. I let out a sigh and...
It's a little Okita!
I heard a meow suddenly. I started looking around for a cat. Then a nearby bush shook, and from it emerged a black cat.
Okay, always with the cats. Alright, alright.
How cute. Was this cat that used to people? When I gently reached my hand out, the cat nuzzled it. I stroked its back and its eyes scrunched in happiness. I just want to pet a cat.
I mean, there's a cat for me in the other room, so I could go torture him for a bit.
You're lucky you have a cat.
He is such a floofy thing.
I want to pet the floof. Unfortunately, it wasn't long before it lost interest and ran away from me. At that moment, it turned back to look at me, seeming to invite me to follow. What's this? Does it want me to follow it?
Chase it!
Chase after it! It should be okay, just for a bit. I followed after the black cat as it ran, being careful to not lose sight of it. Who are we finding? Guided by the cat, I eventually arrived at the courtyard. Who are we finding? Place your bets. Who are we finding? What do you think?
Place your bets, folks. Place your bets.
Who do you think we're finding?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I want to...
Says myself.
I want to say...
Yes, there's going to be a Gandalf-looking motherfucker around the corner, right? Myself, enlightenment.
I want to say counter?
You might be right about that.
Let's see. I crouched down carefully so as to not to startle it. It pressed against my feet before I gently stroked its back. Could it be you're hungry, little guy? I didn't have anything on me I could feed it, though. What should I do? As I worried about that. Why are you following me? I told you you're a nuisance and an eyesore.
It's nothing to say to the likes of you.
Oh, it's both of them.
Wait. Oh, this ought to be good.
The sound of two stormy voices arguing drew closer to me. Those voices just now.
It's the bitch and it's the brat.
I cocked my head at how familiar they sounded. I scooped the black cat up in my arms and stood.
I saw my wife earlier. I am merely going after her.
As if. This heat's got you seeing things. Kodo shrugged his shoulders in disgust and turned my way. Our eyes met. Chizuru? What are you doing here?
Give me a second. I think I heard the door.
Alright. I'm not pressing any buttons. I'm gonna drink some water. Chat, drink water with me.
Please drink water.
Ah. It could represent wisdom. It comes with age. Wisdom does come with age.
No, it was just the upstairs neighbors going up and down the stairs.
Oh!
Like, my wall where my computer's sitting at right now is like the same wall that is connected to the stairs outside.
Oh. Well, anyway, cat. Back to the cat situation. Kodo looked fairly surprised to see me there as he hurriedly put his hand behind him, as if he had something to hide. Were you looking for this kitty? I indicated the black cat I was holding, rocking it in my arms a little as I spoke. But, for some reason, Kazuma looked pretty displeased upon seeing us like that. What?
Do not concern yourself with such trivial matters. Release that thing at once and come to my side.
Kazuma, did you need me Did you need me for something?
Of course. But I'll tell you after you release that cat.
As Kaoru heard that, he glanced between the two of us, sizing us up. I didn't try in any way to move from my position, nor did Kazuma attempt to close the distance between us. This can't be it, but... Are you actually afraid of cats?
Soji, sick him!
Kaoru's lips broke into a triumphant smile as he asked, "Oh right, that's right, because Kazuma's a dog person!" The pictures! The pictures! In contrast, Kazuma's features scrunched in anger at the accusation.
What a foolish thing to suggest. What, do you think I would fear the likes of this small creature?
Why aren't you approaching her then?
I just don't like cats. They're ungrateful. And on top of that, they're not all that cute. I much prefer dogs. They have lived alongside humans since ancient times to assist their masters. They are devoted, loyal beasts.
Mm-hmm. But you hate the Shinsengumi.
Yes.
You lost me there. Cats are free enough to not suck up to humans, and that's what makes them so charming. Well, maybe guys who get pissed when things don't go their way. They go the way they want, just aren't able to appreciate that. I'd fucking butch that up.
Eh.
Eh. They went into a stare down for a little while. But before long, they both turned to me with an intense look in their eyes. What is it? So, Chizuru, which do you like, cats or dogs?
I got a perfect idea. You needn't mince words with your answer. Dogs have many outstanding merits, as I'm sure you know. Yeah, I had the perfect solution for all this. Let's throw this at him.
Oh god, what have you sent?
You'll see. One fine day with a wolf and a bird, a baby was born.
A fucking cat, dog.
Yes.
Anyway.
It's probably gonna be a cat since this is not Kazuma's route.
Why was this conversation even happening? I was at a complete loss and said, yes, you are correct, it is cats.
One day with a wolf and a bird, a baby was born. No.
If I had to choose, I'd say cats.
Cat dog. Yeah. Oh.
Anyway. Kazuma.
What did you say?
It's not like I hate dogs. How unseemly, Kazuma. She can't help what she likes, right? She just likes them. Kaoru interrupted me to smugly press him for an answer. Then he smiled sweetly and turned towards me. Knew you pulled through, Chizuru. Chizuru. Well, I already had faith in the fact that you like cats, though. What would this total stranger here know? This is a sibling thing. Kazuma stared at me, brows furrowed in a moody expression.
I am certain I'll get you to recognize the virtues of dogs someday.
But I like dogs as well.
Too late. You've already ruined it.
Before I could finish explaining myself, Kazuma stormed off while still looking irritated. Don't worry, we got to see this conversation 2 more times, I feel. Serves him right. Kaoru, you shouldn't say things like that. Just as I chided him, whatever was in his hands shook and made a rustling sound. What was... Is that cat food you're holding? Don't tell me it's for the kitty here. Not really. Do you usually feed him? Sometimes. I did think that it was an unusually sociable cat, but... So that's how it was. I got it now. Oh, sorry. I slowly lowered the black cat, twisting around in my arms to the ground. It's a black cat, and it likes Kaoru. And we named the cat...
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
You're hungry, aren't you? I haven't fed you yet today.
Uh-huh.
Kaoru looked troubled for a little while, calculating as he looked between me and the cat food repeatedly. Then... Here, hold out your hand. It seems like he's gotten attached to you, so he'll likely eat from your hand. Are you sure? What, you want to stand there twiddling your thumbs? How about you do something if you got time to kill? Okay, thanks. He was harsh with me, but I was still happy that I could feed the kitten. The black cat happily gobbled up the food Kaoru and I offered. Come to think of it, You two may be kind of similar. Oh, so... like your aura. And things like having pretty hair and large bright eyes. Kaoru. After I call the cat that on impulse, it raised its face responding to the name. We have named this cat Kaoru. Stop it! Don't let me in with a cat. His face got a little red as he yelled angrily. Whoosh. After that, Kaoru and I bantered childishly from either side of the cat. From time to time, it would meow like it was part of our conversation. Black cats really are adorable. Ah!
I mean, whenever I was younger, I had a conversation with a black dog.
Oh my god. I want a black cat. I want a black cat so I can name him Soji. And for him to be fluffy. And so I have a friend. Plus, Kaoru seemed much calmer than usual, too. I was really glad that the two of us could spend this kind of time together. I realized I'd accidentally spent more time in the courtyard than I planned to, so I gave up on going to the kendo hall.
How about some more cat shenanigans?
Oh no, what did you find?
It's called a glue disaster.
Oh dear God. Later! I went to study at the library like I'd originally planned. Whoosh. I got mail.
That's still funny. It's like... Garfield, did you see that? Well, look at that.
Anyway.
That's really terrific. Garfield, how did you teach OD to do that? I glued his head to the table.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Anyway. It feels good to beat that jerk, Kazuma. Well, I was relieved to hear you say that you like cats. I guess siblings are still similar, even if after they drift apart.
Our personalities are similar too.
Are their personalities similar?
No, their faces are similar, fine.
Nope. Really?
I was right.
How? They are not in any way, shape, or form similar. I don't see it. If you can see it, okay, but I don't see it. I don't really get it myself, but people do seem to think we look similar. Since male and female twins are fraternal, we shouldn't look that similar anyway. By the time I finished studying and left the library, it was already sunset. The library had been nice and cool, so I guess coming to school during summer break wasn't a bad idea. Whoosh to the school gate where we know somebody is waiting. As I approached the school gate to leave the premises, my cell phone rang. It was a text from Osen. It was hot again today, huh? I want to hurry up and jump into the pool. I briefly stopped walking and replied that I was looking forward to Sunday. When I checked my phone again, I suddenly felt a presence behind me. Could it be...
No.
I gingerly turned around and saw Okita peering over my shoulder.
Fuck you, Okita.
I hope your kendo training went well. It was the first thing that came to mind that I said when I saw that he was wearing his uniform.
Are you about to head home now? Be careful.
It was just a standard farewell, but it still made me feel uneasy for some reason.
I wonder why.
Right, thank you. Okita grinned and waved lightly as he saw me off. Ultimately, we parted ways and I returned home without any problems, but Something about his smile had put me on edge. I wonder why. After that, by the time I had made it home and taken care of my chores, the sun had set completely. I guess it's about time I get started on dinner. What to make tonight? I thought of what ingredients I had in my fridge, mentally preparing tonight's menu.
Potato mochi! I should really get back into Legends Arceus.
Meanwhile, as Soji Okita headed home from Kendo.
Keeping this info to myself would get a head start wouldn't be bad, but
The corner of his mouth lifted in a playful smirk as he fiddled with his smartphone. Fuck you, Okita.
it'd be such a waste to pass up such a fun opportunity.
Fuck you, Okita.
Alright. And done.
Fuck you, Okita. When he finished preparing the contents of each message, he sent them out one after the other.
Hopefully this will shake things up a little bit.
This button is about to be abused.
Fuck you, Okita.
I'm tired, boss.
Here we go. Oi.
Chizuru's going to the pool this Sunday. Let's follow her. Chizuru's going to the pool? I've got no choice but to go. That button is going to look like this at some point.
Hold on.
I'm tired, boss. Chizuru's going to the pool this Sunday. I'm going with her too.
Okita's going with her? Like hell I'll let him see Chizuru in a swimsuit.
Everybody's gonna get an eyeful with that. Chizuru's going to the pool this Sunday. What is the meaning of this? How did Okita come to possess this information? Everyone's going to the pool this Sunday. How about you, sir? Oh, the pool, huh? That sounds pretty nice. It's been way too hot lately. We're all going to the pool this Sunday. Won't you chaperone for us? Do high school students even need a chaperone? Not that I mind, though. Chizuru and everyone else are going to the pool this Sunday. Hijikata is coming too. I'm worried they'll be out of line. But if Hijikata sensei is going too... And then... God damn it! An intriguing incident is projected to take place at the pool this Sunday. Oh well, when I hear there's going to be something of intrigue, I just have to go see for it myself. I plan to cause an incident at the pool this Sunday. Try and stop me. What kind of crap is that punk Soji trying to pull? If you'd like to prevent Hijikata from dying of overwork, you must come to the pool this Sunday. The pool? But if death from overwork might be involved, I just can't ignore it. Pool this Sunday, 1v1.
Huh? What is this? Some kind of letter of challenge? Ibuki, why do you still go? How did you end up going is my question. How were you allowed? A few days after that. Huh?
It's like, how did you get Sarazawa to let you go to the pool on Sunday? I glued his head to the table.
I glued his head to the table. You what? How'd you do that?
Wasn't easy. But I did it.
Yeah. Hold on. It was the day we promised to hang out together. The Sunday that we were so eager for. I got mail.
Oh my god.
It's from friends.
Friends.
A boys' school. Osen! Hakuoki Academy was an all-boys school up until last year. Does it have that sloppiness that's unique to boys? Or does it feel like something out of Lord of the Flies or something? How do you feel about it? I remember fuck all of Lord of the Flies because I didn't read.
That is actually the one book that I just could not get into.
I couldn't get into any books in English class, to be fair.
I don't know, because of the fact that it was The Hobbit, that was actually fun.
I think I just have a problem with old literature, I think.
I don't know.
That second one?
I guess.
Yeah!
Yay!
I see. I was a little bit worried because there are only boys at that school, but it looks like some good people are there too. You should tell me about it next time. You mean like in a few minutes? I had arranged to meet with Olsen and Kozasu at the pool. I came early, changed into my swimsuit, and headed to the poolside. Olsen and Kozasu don't seem to be here yet. A button is about to be abused. This is your warning. I spotted a lot of people having fun in the water when I scanned the area. But with everyone around me in swimwear, I ended up feeling really self-conscious, seeing everyone having their skin exposed like that. As I was thinking that... Ah, so this is where you were. It's the pool trip we've all been waiting for, so why the long face?
I gotta get ready.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I looked over my shoulder in the direction of the two familiar voices.
I wait until the sparkles start before I press it.
It's good. That's a good timing. Today, let's have fun, some more fun, and some more fun on top of that until we drop.
And then have more fun on top of that.
Since we went to the trouble of buying swimsuits, we should at least make the most of wearing them.
Osen was all smiles, and Kozasu was sporting a fun-loving grin as well.
Also said, what is that pattern?
What, the flowers?
Yeah, what is that?
Nah, some sort of flower.
I guess. Okay, fine.
Wow, you two look so cute. Thank you, but I think you look cuter, Chizuru-chan. Huh? No way.
She's not lying or just saying that. That outfit really suits you.
Thanks. Maybe the two of them really did think that. But even if they did, it was still incredibly embarrassing. Although, it really is a shame. I do think a bolder one would have been better after all, don't you? That's impossible. Absolutely impossible. After I vigorously shook my head, I suddenly heard someone's voice.
I swear, exposing my wife's soft, fair skin to the public is more than absolutely necessary. What an unforgivably reckless act.
I truly couldn't care less about what the two of you wear. But could you stop being such a bad influence on my sister?
I said this before, you're no prize yourself.
I turned to the voices I heard and saw...
I'm so glad we got that one.
Kazuma and Koru! Why are you here? Did the two of you come to hang out?
No!
Actually, I knew full well that the two of them had awful chemistry, so I really didn't think they would arrange to go to the pool together.
As demonstrated in one of those previous scenes.
When I blinked at them, sure enough, they each looked away with a disgruntled expression.
We met here by coincidence. To imply that I would engage in any activities with such a child is completely unspeakable.
I agree with that last part and that alone. That's why you should go away. This is our family bonding time. Just us family. So how about you don't ruin it by butting out?
Reet, the one who should be going away is you, not I. It's only natural that a wife should be near her husband. Men will get the wrong idea and crowd her in droves, otherwise no. Men with the wrong idea, huh? Have you tried looking in a mirror? You don't even have a wife in the first place.
The voices that interrupted them were familiar ones too.
Nani?
Button!
I missed the ball on that one. I thought we were done for a second.
No!
I'm sorry, SK. I'm sorry, my boy.
Give him another one! Give him another one!
He got 3 more.
I didn't say 3, but alright. Okita, Saito-san and Heisuke, you're here too. Why were the 3 of them here as well as I hear a motorcycle go brrr? I was still stunned from seeing them out of the blue when Heisuke smiled brightly at me.
Isn't it? You look amazing in that swimsuit.
In contrast, Saito-san seemed a bit bashful as he spoke with some reserve.
If I were to express my personal opinion, I would say you'd no need to expose yourself so much. You're perfectly fine just the way you are.
Thank you?
Still, what an amazing coincidence! Who'd have thought we'd all be here?
Fuck you, Okta. Mmm.
Maybe this is what they call fate?
Fuck you, Okta. Pretty man-made for it to be fate, if you ask me.
Don't get the wrong idea, Okita. The one who is bound to be my wife by the red string of fate is none other than myself. Also, Soji, I'm fairly certain that you're the last person who gets to accuse people of having the wrong idea. In other words...
Fuck you, Okita. The guys kept interrupting one another and ended up glaring daggers at each other again. We girls didn't know what to do, finding ourselves at a loss for words for a little while. What is even happening right now? I find it a bit hard to believe that everyone's just arriving here one by sheer coincidence.
Man, the power of coincidence, huh? I agree. What a surprise.
I looked around, feeling that something was amiss, but Heisuke and Saito-san both blatantly avoided eye contact.
Well, never mind all that. Let's go for a swim. See as how we're all here. I suppose. The first obvious choice is the rapids. No, the waterfall pool is also difficult to dismiss out of hand. Ha, the kiddie pool would suit you bastards much better.
I wouldn't count you out either, considering your mental age.
What did you say, twerp?
I said you're a child. Did they actually get along or not? Everyone walked towards the pool, caught up in their respective conversations. Okita smiled cheerily at those of us still standing around in a daze at the sudden series of events.
Yeah, Chizuru, let's go over here. Same goes for you two.
Oh, right,
Fuck you, Okita.
would that be alright, Olsen? Kozusu?
Honestly, I was looking forward to just hanging out with you, Chizuru-chan.
Well, we can't just tell them to scram, can we? There's nothing to do but go along with it.
It's so easy. All you gotta do is say, scram!
Let's pull ourselves together and have as much fun as we can. Wish.
Yes, also, I have a Faraday sitting on my desk.
Eh?
I put her on the desk with me.
Oh. It was the summer holidays, so the pool was overflowing with people. In addition to the families and couples, there seemed to be a lot of students like us there, too. Everyone was screaming and laughing as they jumped and frolicked in the water. Seeing how much fun people were having almost made me forget how hot it was.
Oh, this crowd is unbearable. Can we not simply rent out the whole venue for our exclusive use?
Please stop saying things like that.
Indeed. You should reflect on what inconvenience others and how they would feel.
There were all kinds of rides and facilities for people to try as far as the eye could see. There was a diving board above the wave pool, a poolside rest area, and even a bar. There were a number of 25-yard lanes in the competitive swimming pool, too.
Yukimura, is there some place you want to go?
Let's see. With so many options, it was difficult to choose. And then, in that moment, Heisuke's eyes began to sparkle.
Wow, man, they have a water slide! Let's all zip down from the top!
A water slide?
How you expect me to associate myself with something so puerile? Yeah, forget about all those of us who are as tactless as a bull in a china shop. I'll go with you.
Okita was grinning from ear to ear when he said that. For some reason. Okita, why are you smiling like that? You're plotting something, aren't you?
Who, me? No. I wasn't even thinking about shoving Heisuke from behind on the water slide. No, sirree. Gimme.
Fuck you, Okita.
Okay. What? Salty, you better not do that. I'm warning you. Right.
Okita ushered him away with a firm shove to his back while saying that.
Heisuke, I will see to your remains.
If everyone is going, should we wait until all of them have gone down the slide?
I suppose. Be careful, you two. Heisuke and Okita went climbing up the stairs. Those of us who remained below decided to dive right into the pool. The water feels so good. Come on, Chizuru-chan. Hurry on in. Wait, you need to warm up properly before you go jumping in.
This, my wife, I will grant you a lecture on swimming.
No thanks. What do you mean you'll give her a lecture? Don't you touch my sister! Kaoru and Kazuma started trading barbs again, shooting each other death glares all the while. I felt flustered watching them argue, but then Saito-san tugged at my wrist.
Better let them be. Let's go, Yukimura.
Okay. I plunged into the pool without a second thought, and the cool, refreshing water enveloped my whole body. Floating along the water, I almost felt like I was drifting leisurely through the sky. Eventually, I heard someone's voice echo from the top of the water slide. Oh boy.
Alright, Soji, I'll be going ahead. Well, dude, stop it, you moron! Stop pushing me, stop!
That sure was dramatic. Are you okay, Hesuke?
Somehow... You bastard. How dare you splash water on me? You must have a death wish. Who cares if I get wet? Blame yourself for standing around and spacing out like a dunce.
Kazuma was completely drenched, looking absolutely furious as he hunted Heisuke down. And so, they chased one another into the water. Okita, who had slid down without incident, looked happy as a clam watching the two of them.
Photo op. Knew it was a good idea to get the waterproof feature on this. Button!
Fuck you, Okta.
There it is. Don't just say that! Stop them! He looked like he would rather watch paint dry, so there went that idea. Who else could even help out here? Saito-san should be able to stop this. Feeling hopeful, I cast my gaze around for him. But what I saw was, Saito-san slumbering like a baby on top of a pool float someone must have taken out at some point.
It looks like he's asleep.
Look at the annoying, blissful look on his face. How about I capsize that float of his? That's not funny, Kaoru! Everyone continued playing around like that, and the afternoon just flew by. Well, I'll go stretch my legs for a bit. Let's see what's going on at the other pools. Oh boy. I think this is time for a BRB moment.
Yes. Talk amongst yourselves, and we'll be right back. Please drink water.
Oh, I don't have the BRB thing on this one. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Let me go nab it. Where's it? Not that one. Da 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 da. Copy.
No signal. It's just gonna get placed in big and bolded letters across the screen. There it is.
There it is. You can see it. I'll be right back.
We'll be right back, folks.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, folks, we are back.
Get rid of the BRB screen before I forget.
Yeah, like you did one time. Yeah. Anyways,
Having fun sure is hard work. I felt wiped. I decided to take a break, got out of the water, and started walking along the poolside. I was worried about how things would turn out for a moment there. Though, honestly, things were horrible at first. Kaoru and Kazuma kept losing their tempers, Heisuke kept complaining, Okita kept stoking the fire, and Saito-san would try to rein him in. It was kind of a mess at the start, but now things had calmed down considerably. Everyone had started to get along when it counted, and things were starting to get less awkward. But the moment I zoned out, it cut out. Holy shit.
I wasn't even screaming either. That's impressive.
What? I flinched as a huge wave of water completely drenched me as I walked by the diving pool. I was dripping from head to toe, my eyes darting all over the place in a panic before I heard someone.
Blah. Holy crap, that was sure close. Nearly missed the water there. What in Christ's name are you up to, Senpachi? You ever heard of moderation?
What? Those voices belong to... Are you ready?
Yes, I am. He has a scar.
Yep.
I was early. Oh well.
That works. Haruda-sensei? Nakakura-sensei?
Yo, Mikimura. Ideal day to be out at the pool, huh? So you really came, huh? It's just like the intel said you would.
The... Intel?
That's it. That's the one I wanted. The
Hara...
intel?
Hara-sensei, who was wearing a wry smile, and Nagakura-sensei, whose eyes were glittering with delight, were both wearing swimsuits like everyone else here. I cocked my head, my mouth opening on its own. Did you both come here to swim as well?
Yeah. Not just us either. The others are here too, you know.
What?
Oh boy! Yeah, just take a look for yourself.
When I looked to where he pointed, I saw two more people getting up from their lounge chairs, with one of them looking incredibly annoyed.
Hijikata? Hijikata. Good afternoon, Yukimura. It's quite the coincidence seeing you here. You goddamn snake!
That's the other button that's about to be abused. Taking place of the wows.
Huh?
I was shocked, speechless. Sanan-sensei, Hijikata-sensei.
Who else would we be?
Seeing that irritated face, there was no mistaking that it was Hijikata-sensei here in the flesh. Even sitting aside Harada-sensei and Nagakura-sensei, the fact that these two were also here, something was definitely up.
Fuck you, Okta.
It appears that the other students have also come. We seem to have quite the lively day ahead of us. Don't you think so as well, Hijikata-sensei? I don't. I don't even want to think about it. Ah, my. There's not much use in complaining, considering you're already here, you know? It would be easier if you simply enjoyed yourself now.
I was Far too tongue-tied to say anything. But that wasn't the only reason why I was so confused.
No. No. Oh, of course. Things are definitely looking, I should just say, there's a real possibility he will die of overwork from all this.
I don't like it, man. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not going near those guys. Yamazaki-senpai, this is all in your hands now. I'm going home.
You can't just abandon me. This isn't an ordeal I can shoulder alone.
Well, too bad.
Hey, you two, over here. What are you doing? What are you doing sneaking around for? Hurry up and get over here.
Harada-sensei seemed to have noticed someone and beckoned them out of their hiding place.
2 more times.
After a moment of hesitation, they came out. Once again, I knew exactly who they were.
Yeah.
Yamazaki-san and Ibuki? Not that I knew why, but the two of them looked like they had very mixed feelings about being here. I was dumbfounded into silence again. I could only stare at them.
Before you get the wrong idea, let me just say that we are victims, so to speak.
Yeah, just saying, I didn't want to come here in the slightest. But somehow I came here. Eh? What in the world is going on? I had only planned to come to the pool with Olsen and Kozusu, but people kept coincidentally coming one after the other. Heisuke, Okita, Saito-san, and all the others showed up, and we had ended up hanging out. But people who by all rights shouldn't have been there, like Harada-sensei and Hijikata-sensei, were here as well. Something really wasn't right. Just as I was about to voice my suspicions, the others came over and interrupted me.
Hey, there she is! Hey, she's in it! There you are. We were worried. You hadn't come back for a while. And... Saito, I see you're here too. My sincerest apologies. And the rabble-rousers just keep on coming.
The students looked at the teachers in dead silence. Both parties didn't say a word for a while. Heisuke was the first to open his mouth.
Man, even the teachers are here. This is pretty weird, even for a coincidence. It's no coincidence. Soji sent us all those emails. Indeed. He said that Yukimura was going to the pool and that we should come along as well.
What? Olsen, Kozusu, and I shot accusatory glares his way. However, Okita returned them with a sunny smile, not looking ashamed in the slightest.
Hey, that sounds like these. The more the merrier, right?
Fuck you, Okta.
But you couldn't possibly have emailed the teachers as well. Ichikata-sensei in particular looked as though his irritation had already reached its peak. His glare was incredibly severe. Even though we were at the poolside in the middle of summer, it felt like the air had frozen over. And
yes,
yet...
I have Verde at my desk, and there is the male version of her.
Yeah. And yet, when it came to Okita...
Ichikata, you're looking downright fierce. You're sticking out like a sore thumb here.
Fuck you, Okta.
You're on the pool on holiday of all things. The least you could do is crack a smile and shut up. Shit, if I'd known you'd pull something like this, I'd play it along anyway. So it wasn't just us. He even tricked Hijikata-sensei as well. Okita, your behavior is completely intolerable.
Even though he was being criticized from all sides, Okita blithely ignored them all.
Fuck you, Okta.
Anyway, what should we do about this chaos? I tried
Fly,
to
you fools.
Huh?
Fly, you fools.
I tried to distance myself from the uproar by turning my gaze towards Olsen and Kozusu. For some reason, Kozusu was staring fixedly at Ibuki. Kozusu? Do you know Ibuki by any chance? Ibuki began approaching us, seeming to realize that he was staring at him. That she was staring at him. Upon seeing his face, which had sported an odd expression, Kozusu let out a small breath.
It's not like it's a big deal, but when I dropped my commuter pass before, he returned it to me.
Ah, I thought I'd seen your face somewhere before. You're that girl from the subway, aren't you?
Thank you for what you did back then. I was able to get home thanks to you.
It was nothing. I just picked up a commuter pass. All I did was gave it back right after it fell. Not to brag, but if it had been cash, I definitely would have felt a lot more torn about it.
That really isn't something to brag about.
I didn't know when he had arrived, but Harada-sensei chimed in with a sardonic smile. Kozusu looked at Ibuki after his blunt declaration, and she smiled too.
How do I put it? You're so honest.
Whoosh. Then, by the time Ibuki and Kozusu's conversation had reached its stopping point, the situation around us had completely changed. I felt the gazes and heard the murmurs of other visitors at the pool, and I turned over my shoulder to look. At some point, an intense standoff had formed. What's more, the tension seemed to have reached critical mass. Yeah, how can all you guys reeking of hidden agendas back the hell... Yeah, let me say that again. Yeah, can all you guys reeking of hidden agendas back the hell away from my cute sister? She should be spending time with me, her older brother. Isn't that obvious?
You're older by like a few minutes. Shut the fuck up. I don't know what you mean, but the fact that you came here at all makes your agenda crystal clear. Especially you, Hijikata. You came here despite the fact that you're a teacher. You're beyond saving.
Boop.
Shut it and speak for yourself. Unlike you, I didn't want to come here. I mean, if we're talking ulterior motives, you're not really one to talk, Kazama. I just wanted to see Chizuru in a swimsuit. It wasn't thinking of anything weird, so... It's true. I don't think such an overt feeling qualifies as an ulterior motive. But is that really the issue here? Okita is the reason why we're all here in the first place. Anyone who had been concerned that they had gotten the emails he sent us. Even if you try to pin the blame on me, you're all equally guilty for joining in, right?
No! At least that doesn't apply to me. By the time I realized what was going on, I'd already been dragged into this mess.
Ah, well, that's exactly as Soji says. He might have set the bait, but we all chose to take it.
小学校の遠足でもここまでひどくねえぞ。そう思うよな。
I'm telling you, this makes a great school field trip look like a luxury getaway. Right, Senpachi? Oh, the director here says there's a water slide! And he's not even listening.
Things were quickly spiraling out of control with this many people gathered around. I took a sidelong glance at the commotion. This was a huge problem. Is all this my fault?
Indirectly?
We have what looks like a group of handsome men, to say nothing of their personalities, causing a scene in public. That obviously draw people's attention. But this will be annoying for the other visitors. What should I do? I knew I had to do something quickly, but as I racked my head more and more... Sanan-sensei clapped his hands twice loudly.
Right, everyone. Why don't we stop this argument here? Incredibly disgraceful for a man to cause such a thoughtless ruckus, and at such great inconvenience to the other visitors present. Don't you think so as well, Yukimura?
I do. When I exchanged looks with Sanan-sensei and nodded, everyone fell silent all at once.
However, I wish to request that we all get along and have fun together. Though that doesn't seem very likely to happen. That being the case, let us play a game so that we may deepen our friendships. A game? Why would you... What, you want us to play beach volleyball or something? No. There are way better... There are better things we may do since we came to this specific pool. Don't tell me! You mean SSS? Do you know what he means, Hesuke? Yeah! It's this pool special feature! It was just released this summer! And it's a super popular attraction! The name for it is Summer Survival Shooting! SSS for short! Oh, even I heard of that! It's a survival game where you work together in pairs in a water gun fight. Indeed. This is our precious summer vacation, and all of us are here as well. We can consider this trip a success if we manage to enjoy ourselves. Don't you think it would be more fun and fruitful to settle our disputes with a game as opposed to dragging out such pointless arguments? He may be a snake, but he's got a point.
Yeah.
I agree, 100%!
It sounds like fun. I smiled and nodded back at Hesuke, who wore an enthusiastic smile of his own.
Well, with the way things were going, I agree it'd be best to settle things with a cut and dry competition. Yeah, it sounds like this will be lots of fun. I don't see why we can't give it a whirl.
The four who were in favor were all smiles. But there were others who looked completely bewildered, as if they couldn't get why anyone would want to play this game at all. Not to mention those who just sported looks of blatant disgust. However, Sanan-sensei remained composed with a broad smile on his face.
By the way, I will present the pair who comes in first place with a prize. Oh, foolish. If you think you can entice me with such a thing, the prize is a pair coupon for the poolside bar. With it, you can spend some quality alone time with the person you like best. Just the two of you. How about that?
In that instant, the expressions on the other's faces changed completely.
You know, it's a good thing that my fools are not here to hear this. Very well. I will accept this challenge.
Of all the underhanded...
Does this mean you won't participate then?
Fine, I'll play along, even though I know it's a trap. Kaoru looked incredibly annoyed, but made his declaration nonetheless.
I think a break at the poolside bar after exerting oneself makes a fair amount of sense. Sanan Sensei's plan is superb, even though the pair ticket is not in any way my goal, obviously. Thank you so much, Saito.
Sanan Sensei smiled as he responded to Saito-san, who was blushing for some reason. In contrast, Ibuki was making a face as he thought things over, looking visibly troubled by everything. Even if you mention some person I like best, that doesn't really apply to...
Ibuki, a coupon means you gain access to an all-you-can-eat buffet. You can eat all your favorite foods to your heart's content. This calls for it. This calls for it. You goddamn snake!
Yep.
Ibuki, what's with that sudden look in your eyes all of a sudden? Yamazaki? Oh, count me out. I don't feel so well, so I'm just gonna watch. Oh, that won't do. Fortunately, I happen to have some medicine with me, so... No, I'll do it. I feel better. I'll participate just like everyone else. Oh, that's a shame that my medicine will have to wait.
And then the ever-smiling Sanan Sensei turned his gaze towards Hijikata Sensei. The surly, dissatisfied look on his face said that he had absolutely no desire to participate.
I'm not joining in. I'll just look like an idiot if I fight in the same ring of these mooks. Besides, my route is already over. What stakes do I even have?
Whoa! Art Knight! Thank you for the raid!
Yes, thank you!
Welcome to the stage, everybody. We're dubbing Hakuoki Sweet School Life for fun.
Hype, 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 hype!
Yay! Hype!
Alright,
let's go!
I already read the law.
I know.
Ah. And despite all the trouble I went through to find a peaceful resolution to this, it seems that you insist on causing trouble by childishly digging your heels in still. I see. Yeah. I'll let you have your way this time, Sonnen. Ah, thank you very much.
Just like that, it was decided that everyone would be playing the SSS.
By the way, who are you gonna team up with?
With that one question, a thick tension enveloped the whole area in an instant.
Team Estrogen!
What?
Team Girls.
Oh. Everyone started exchanging heated glances with each other. It was like sparks flew from the intensity when their eyes met.
Now, everyone, please don't go back to fighting before the game has even begun. Since she makes up half of her team, allowing Chizuru to decide would be the fairest solution, no?
At Sanan Sensei's words, everyone's gazes fell on me in the span of a single breath. That means it's saving time.
Saving time!
Alright. I was at a complete and total loss with the burden of choices being suddenly thrust upon me. I thought it would be best to team up with my fellow girls, but...
Which one?
Olsen and Kozusu would pair up, and then I would still have to choose someone else.
Well then.
While I stood there, fretting over my lack of an answer, someone interjected in a clear voice.
In that case, I'll be teaming up with Ryunosuke, which means Olsen and Chizuru-chan should team up with each other. What?
Well, if this is just gonna become an extra source of conflict, that might be for the best.
Are you alright with that, Kozusu?
Of course. But I won't be going easy on you two just because we're friends. Get ready, okay?
Little do you know, we have save states.
Thanks, Kozusu. I bowed my head to her in a quick bow, grateful for her consideration. Now this is where I save. Again.
Speaking of which,
What? What?
I said speaking of save states.
Wait a second. Do I get any say in this?
No.
I was trying to get you to read between the lines. Think of it as an opportunity and play along.
In other words, she likes you, dummy.
You dumbass. Got it. But if we're doing this, I'm in it to win it. And so Osen and I formed one pair. A word is missing there. And Ibuki and Kozusu formed another. With our teams decided, everyone else resumed chattering loudly.
Single missing word / letter. Well, now that's settled. Should we just randomly assign the rest of the pairs? I already know Hanada and I already know those two are gonna be not you. Fuck you. It would be unpleasant to partner with any of you, but I suppose I have no choice. Yeah, Hanada and Senpachi are gonna pair up together because best bros. If I am unable to partner with my wife, then who pair with makes no difference to me.
With this simple exchange, the remaining pairs came together without much more of a fuss. Oh yeah, Big Run is starting tomorrow, Mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Splatfest the next week. Holy shit. And it'll be 1 year for Splatoon 3.
Yeah.
Shall we go? Shall we go 3 for 3 on a cover of Calamari Incantation again?
Shall we?
Shall we?
It's been it'll be 37 years for my parents on the 20th.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Afterwards? What do you mean afterwards? After they pick their pairs?
Has your group RNG'd yet? That's what Mage is asking.
Oh, yeah, we're going for Shiver. We're gonna end up in Mirror Hell. While we were in the middle of preparing for the SSS, someone called out to me. Chizuru, make sure not to let your guard down. Kaoru? He seemed to be sulking a bit, but I was a little surprised to hear him speak so seriously. I can't understand why do you team up with someone else when your literal brother is right here beside you. Still, this is better than you teaming up with any of the weirdos around here.
Even though Heisuke is ultimate boy.
Oh, alright. That's a good plan, Mage.
Yeah, it is.
Though it doesn't really matter. I would forgive you if you lose.
I'm about to blow that dumb look right off your stupid face.
Kaoru, you mean... I was a bit perplexed at hearing him be so supportive, which was a rarity when it came to my brother.
You just don't want anyone else to win, so they get to be a little bit cheesier here, right?
Kaoru blushed and looked away. Osen smiled after she'd interrupted us to tease him. I love you, Sen. I could tell he was beating around the bush with his feelings as usual, but I smiled nevertheless. No matter what, I was still happy he was supporting me. Our turn in the SSS had come, and each empty hand was supplied with a water gun. Okay, now the real save.
This time for real, chat.
Yeah, this time for real. Absolutely. Right, we had waited so long that it would be a waste not to enjoy it. As I readied my water gun, Olsen shot me a bright grin and laugh. Right, then let's go. I'm warning you though, I'm not gonna hold back. Let's do it. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, that's an unlikely pair. What the fuck? Gimme. I was behind a wall, damn it. Ow. That didn't work as I wanted. Get behind the wall. Sen! Ah, that's cheating. Oh god. Oh god.
You're shooting your own wife, how dare you?
Oh god. No!
No!
No! Ah! There, it's hard to try and go over again.
What's more with feeling?
Load. Let's go. Please. Okay, this is a more likely pair.
More likely.
Mm-hmm. Ow, 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 ow. This isn't even the hardest minigame in this game. Almost there! Almost there!
Down and what?
There we go.
Got him.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know either.
That's a moment.
Give us a minute, chat.
Okay. We won.
We did it, Chizuru-chan. Well, when we get serious, we're more than a match for any boy.
We really did win, didn't we? The feeling of victory finally hit me when I saw Osen's grin. But We were being smothered by the oppressive silence of the men around us. It seemed like that losing to us was too much of a shock for them.
おめでとうございます。
Congratulations! Your victory is well deserved from how hard you fought. Here's your prize coupon.
Great! Thank you so much! We had a lot of fun thanks to you. Osun smiled and took the ticket that Sanan-sensei held out. Now, these guys will never get over their crushing defeat, so let's leave them behind and put this coupon to use, yeah? Oh, but what about Kozusu?
She's got it, Buki. What does we care?
I was wondering what to do, and I tried looking around. My free food. I let it get away.
It hurts my heart to see you so down from this. Since it was my fault we lost, I'll treat you to as much food as you want.
Kozusu, that is a very dangerous thing.
It'd be cheaper to take him to an all-you-can-eat buffet.
I guess so. Really? Wait, but... I caught snatches of the conversation that you were having in the distance. Sounds like they're having their own fun over there. So let's just go ahead and use the pair coupon for ourselves. I guess we should. We grinned at one another and then headed off towards the poolside bar. Still, though, to be honest, I was a little surprised. You're pretty good, Chizuru-chan. Nope, I think we were able to win because of you. That's not what I meant, though. Osun smiled sweetly at me as she spoke. When I heard you were going to enroll at the all-boys school Hakuoki Academy, I couldn't stop worrying about you. But if that many people are protecting you, I can rest assured. Thank you. All of them are really good people, so... I didn't mean it like that either! Huh? What are you talking about? When I asked, Osun sighed, sporting a look of exasperation. Then, I guess I'll ask you directly. Is there anyone you're interested in there? What? Seems like I won't be able to hear any juicy stories this time around. I think now's about a good time to regroup with the others. Sure. Osun wore a wry smile as I stood up awkwardly at her prompting. Even as we left the poolside bar, I was still looking for an answer to Osun's question somewhere in the back of my mind. Hi.
Look, I don't know.
Look around the pool area. The weather was nice and I did go to the trouble of coming out to the pool, so I thought I should try looking around a bit more. Thinking that, I started walking around the pool.
Oh, is that you, Buki? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been.
By the way, where'd you end up going for high school?
I'm at Hakuoki Academy right now. I happened to catch sight of Ibuki in the midst of a conversation with someone I didn't know. I wondered if they knew each other in middle school.
Isn't that your father's school?
So, what if it is?
So it is his school. Then what about Kendo? You keeping up with that still?
Not anymore.
What? Oh, that's right. You gave up on that. Plus, people at Hakuo say that Hakuo Academy's Kendo Club is filled with nothing but crazy powerhouses. Figures you wouldn't be in it. Not when you coast by on your daddy's money.
Ugh.
Ooh. Then fighting words.
Ibuki might have been in a bind. It kind of looked like he didn't want to talk to them. I didn't even mean to overhear him, but I didn't know what to do at a time like this.
Interject, go distract them, be like, ooh, hey, I'm a girl, hey, look at me, ooh, I'm a girl, hey, listen.
God damn it. As I stood there worrying about whether to call out to Ibuki.
Oh, Ibuki, what you up to? Or rather, am I interrupting something?
Fuck you, Okuta.
Oh, not really. They're just old classmates of mine.
Oh, classmates, huh?
Okuta appeared out of nowhere, giving the two strangers a quick once-over.
Wait a minute. Isn't this guy Okita? Okita. As in the Okita from Hakuo? I heard he always sends his opponents to the hospital.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, no doubt. That's him. Let's get out of here before things get ugly. Right. Later, Ibuki!
Ibuki's acquaintances quickly made themselves scarce.
What was that? Not gonna lie, they really gave me the creeps. By the way, I don't ever remember sending anyone to the hospital either.
Are you sure about that, Soji?
Also,
Fuck you, Okuta.
That's because you always go into some sort of kendo trance, right?
now that you mention it, that might be true. Still, by the way, they said that you used to do kendo, Ibuki. Why'd you stop?
I didn't stop because I never really started. I only did it a little bit when I was a kid. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You don't say.
Well then, I'm gonna head back. Saying that, he turned his back to Okita and left. Regardless of his intentions, Okita had ended up helping Ibuki out.
Now then, how's about we head back to Chizuru?
Okita, you noticed me?
Of course I did. After all, I came back here to look for you.
Fuck you, Okuta.
When I timidly came out of hiding, Okita gave me a smile of satisfaction and our eyes unintentionally met. I found that I couldn't turn away as if he had caught me doing something wrong. With Okita leading me by the hand, we made our way back to the others. And then, after we regrouped with everyone else, in order to fully enjoy the time we had left, everyone had split up to do their own thing. Saito and Harada-sensei were competing for the best time in the competitive pool. Heisuke and Nakakura-sensei challenged each other to go down the water slide 10 times in a row. They were stumbling on their feet by the end.
Boys.
In retaliation for losing at SSS, Kaoru pretended that his hand slipped at the poolside and pushed Yamazaki-san into the water.
No!
Okita took a photo of the scene. Sanan-sensei chided him. Hijikata-sensei and Kazuma competed for the highest dive on the diving board and took it way too seriously. I thought that everyone managed to have fun in their own ways. But our fun-filled day was drawing to a close as the sun set. We all left the water park behind somewhat reluctantly.
I had a completely miserable experience today because of Soji. Even though you enjoyed yourself plenty, you still say things like that? Not very honest of you, Hijikata. Although it was rather enjoyable, I do think it was rather anxiety-inducing as well. Right? People kept showing up and causing problems left, right, center, somehow backwards. Looks like Hijikata Sensei had a really rough time. I can't help but feel bad for him, though. Senpachi, you're part of the problem as well.
I swear. What do the teachers and the students of Hakuo Academy think they're doing?
Why are you going? With this, the fact that there are no decent people at Hakuo, besides myself and my darling bride, has been thrown into stark relief. Now, please, don't sell yourself short. You are a problem child amongst problem children.
I'd say the one who suddenly sent vague emails and lured this many people here is enough of a problem child by himself.
It wasn't me. From another angle, I guess you could say he has a talent for networking in a way.
I don't mind either way, but what I'm not okay with is interrupting and intruding upon our girls' day out without permission.
It's just as Osen says. I've gotten all worn out because of that.
But it was kind of fun. A lot happened today, probably too much because of a certain cat. But thanks to that, I think I was able to make wonderful memories from my summer vacation. Everyone kept chatting and laughing together as we headed home. This may well have added another precious page to my book of memories. And with that,
midnight on the East Coast, so
it's the end for tonight.
yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight, folks.
Tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST, we're gonna come back and do Hakuoki Alter Art because art stream.
Yeah, we're doing art stream tomorrow night. What about tomorrow during the day?
Good question. I don't know yet. We might be doing some Splatoon, we might be doing other stuff. I don't know, it depends.
Right.
Then, yeah. I should
Anyways,
save before I forget.
Yeah,
You know,
I was about to
that
say.
would be a bad thing.
So, while she's doing that, please drink water.
Hold on. Wait. Tradition.
All right, we got to go back and look at Ryunosuke's shop.
Yes. Let me get my, there we go. There he is. There's my second son. He has a shop. Please buy from him so he can have food.
Please, and also drink water as well.
Have a good day or night.
And don't die because you didn't drink water.
And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. We're missing.
No. There it is.